Good evening. It's a bit late on a Friday night. Happy end of the week. We got there. It's all done. Tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about Lotto Dreams. What do I mean by Lotto Dreams? I mean when you're driving along and you see a poster and it says, tonight's Powerball's worth a gazillion dollars, and by the time you get home and the next morning you're going, oh, okay, so I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to give 10% to charity and I'm going to pay off all my family's debts and I'm going to, what is my hair doing? Buy a house I really want, and I'm going to travel, and I'm going to start that not-for-profit I've always been thinking about, and I'm going to send my kids to the best school, and then I'm going to put everything in investment and blah, 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 blah. And then you realise you actually never bought a ticket. What I mean by that is we have these dreams in our heads that we actually don't put into fruition, because I think for some of us, sometimes it's actually better to have the dream. So if you'd actually bought the lotto ticket and you'd been thinking what you could do with the money, etc., and you don't win the lotto ticket, there's this terrible disappointment that you then don't get to do what you wanted to do. Whereas if you don't buy the ticket, you kind of don't get disappointed, because you can still go, oh, well, if I'd bought the ticket, I would have won it. It'd all be fine. How does that convert into real life? What the hell is the point of what I'm saying? Well, the point is, I think we do that in life. I'll give you today, for example. I had something I had to get done today, and it was pretty important, and I had a really busy day, so I will preface it by saying I actually probably didn't have the time to do it. But maybe could I have made this phone call while I was rushing to the loo, or no, I was on the phone all the way in the car. I probably could have found a time at some point to do it, but I realised tonight I was still in my mind concocting how great that phone call was going to go, and I never made the phone call. So I'm not disappointed about how the phone call did or didn't go, because I still have that lotto dream in my mind of how great that phone call was going to go. And I think I've definitely done it more times than I care to admit, because it's kind of embarrassing. And I think more of us do it than we actually think. Say you see a job in a paper and you think, oh my God, that's a great job. I'd be so good for that. And you're like, oh, what would I wear on the first day? And all my new business cards and da-da. And a week later, you realise you never applied for the job. Then you find out someone else got the job, didn't take it, they got the job. And you're like, oh, well, if I'd applied, I would have got it. How many times have you done that in life? Like, seriously, I think it's a combination of a fear of failure and a fear of success. And I think we all actually have that. Hello. And while we have those dreams, none of them matter. And it's just bonkers, because it holds us back. How many times have you not gone for something you wanted because you've convinced yourself that there's this little lotto land in your head of how it's going to happen? So I can hand on my heart say I've done that twice this week, where there was something I haven't done, and the next day I've gone, oh shit, I just kind of pretended in my head how it was going to go. First one I have done, second one I have now done, second one I will do tomorrow, because I can catch myself in it now. And yeah, occasionally I still go past a lotto sign and go, oh, well, if I'd got a ticket, I could have done X, Y, and Z. I never buy the bloody ticket. So I want to encourage you all the time. Thank you. I know. It's like we have this, oh my God, I would look so good in that dress that I've seen online, and you never actually research it. But in your mind, you're going to look hot in it. Just take the freaking action, people. And you know what? If it is a lotto ticket, go buy a lotto ticket. If it is a job, apply for it. What's the worst case scenario? You're not going to get it, okay? Worst case scenario for me today, I would have rung and they couldn't answer the phone. Instead of me now spending the weekend going, oh, what would the phone call have been like? Oh my God, what would the phone call have been like? Now I trap myself in that little loop. Don't do it. Don't live your life via lotto dreams, okay? Just don't do it. Take action. Now, I'm going to go to bed because I have a birthday lunch to go to tomorrow. I'm driving the bus that sounds terrible. Not that kind of driving the bus. Driving my friends to a birthday lunch because I'm not drinking, because I'm a bit mental. Have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow night.